Good morning. Today's the 17th of Adar I, February 26th. Sorry for the slight delay here. One of the complaints Steve Stein may have, and many of you may have with Chabad, is that we're too nice sometimes. You know, someone comes in, they do all sorts of averes. So we say, no problem, come in, let's put on tefillin, I'll give you an aliyah. It's terrible, right? So don't worry, we're going to flip the script today. We're going to come at you with everything we got. Here we go. A little musar for the day from the Heilige Tanya. So the Tanya today is, even if someone has a reason for doing an avera, it's not an excuse. In any given situation, one still has the ability to control their impulses. What does that mean? You have a reason. You have a reason. What would be a reason? Steve, what would be a reason? Okay, someone upset you. You have every right to get upset. I don't know about that. Let's say, I'll give you a very practical example for today's day and age. Okay? You work on your computer. You got to go on the internet for business. You see certain things and ads you shouldn't see. So you say, okay, but I had to go on there. Oh, let's say if you're you're a graphic designer, or you're a photographer, or you're editing some videos, you need to do this and that. Okay, so here the Tanya says, what if a guy's sitting, his job is to sit in the marketplace, all different types of people, non-Jew, Jew and non-Jew, alike walking by, and it's the summertime, but I got to sell my fruits and vegetables. Okay, so I see whatever I see. It's not my fault. Even one who is extremely passionate by nature and whose livelihood, he has to sit in the street corner every day, sell his wares. He has no excuse whatsoever for the sins that he commits. If he does them and he says, yeah, but I had no choice. This is the situation that I'm put in. Rabbi Sachs once came to the Rebbe and he says, this is the situation that I'm in. And the Rebbe stopped him right away. Again, I always say I'm paraphrasing because it's not word for word. This is the general concept and context. The Rebbe says, you don't find yourself in a situation. You put yourself in a situation. Just the same way you put yourself in that situation. Take yourself out or change the situation that you're in. So he says, why is here Rosh Hashanah al asher ein pachad elikim leneged einav? For not having dread of Hashem before his eyes. You're allowed to look away. You're allowed to control yourself. You have listen, one thing that's important to note, a lot of times you feel there's this situation's out of my hands. I went to the DMV last week and there was one little word out of place and all my efforts, all the paperwork, everything that I had, I go there. Nope, sorry, you got it. No good. You got to go and redo the whole title. You know that feeling, guys. You've all been there, right? And I'm just like, it's completely out of my control. This is not something that and I just went back to my car. Okay, we'll have to do it over. You know what? A person can barely control themselves. Forget about controlling other people. So let's start with working on self-control for yourself. You can control what you look at and the way you feel in your heart. Because Hashem knows what you're thinking, and Hashem sees your actions, and Hashem sees into your heart. So in your heart, you could say, okay, this is happening, but I have the ability to control what I'm thinking and the way my heart feels right now. As we already explained, the mind can control what the heart is feeling. That's part of the ability of every man to be able to do, and we have to do it. Very short and simple. Today is a beautiful concept. Obviously, it's a little bit of a pushback from the norm of, yay, let's be besimcha, chodesh Adar. Okay, be besimcha, but in the right way. You don't find yourself in a club dancing with, because it's chodesh Adar, so I'm just, I thought it's our job to be besimcha. No, you got to do the right thing. You got to control your mind. You got to control your words. You got to control the actions and the steps that you take. So the takeaway for today is, don't look for excuses, especially when they're not real excuses. That's what we always try to come up with. We have the power to control ourselves. We have the power to succeed in our avodas Hashem. Open up a chumash, open up a siddur, connect with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You know what you're supposed to do, now go do it. Have a good day, everyone.